Oh, she was watching the competition yesterday with me, who is 2 years old. I asked her after the competition, so all the performers did were good, but who did the best? And she doesn't understand that there's first place or second place, but she said she said the team where her dad is, the USA team, is 100 points. And then she said, I have so many family members. She said everyone who participated as her family members. This is the heart of heaven, centered on Heavenly Parent, one family under God. This is what we're striving for. But Changa, who is only 2 years old, she says she has like so many family members. This is the true heart of the children of Heavenly Parent. The Creator, Heavenly Parent, has always had a dream of creating the beautiful earth, and in his image created the cosmos, and at the end created man and woman who could become the ancestors of humankind. And specifically for man and woman, gave time of growth period so that they could grow on their own and reach perfection, and has waited for them to reach perfection on their own through the growth period. However, the man and woman who are supposed to become the ancestors of humankind were not able to reach perfection in the growth period, and fell, and because of the fall became the ancestors of the fallen humankind, and the humankind suffered for 6,000 years. It suffered in pain through conflict and war, and could not become united under Heavenly Parent. And they live such a terrible life still today. However, heaven cannot give up on the fallen humankind. That's why heaven brought about the providence of restoration and has chosen the Israelites as his chosen people, and through 4,000 year providence of restoration has sent the only begotten Son, Jesus, to the Israelites. But they did not fully understand the essence of Jesus, and even Mary, the mother of Jesus, did not understand the essence and the role of Jesus. Principle creation is very clear. If there's a man, there is a woman. Then if the only begotten Son, there must be an only begotten daughter. But because they could not prepare and find such counterpart, Jesus had to go the way of the cross. Jesus said he will return, and when he returned, he will enjoy the marriage supper of the Lamb. The 2,000-year history of Christianity began by the disciples and the works of the Holy Spirit, but they did not understand the essence of Jesus. That's why even today, they live just according to what they understand 2,000 years ago, and nothing has changed. But Heavenly Parent, the beginning and the end is the same, and must see the completion of what he started. That is why centered on the heaven's providence, the Israelites cannot continue on with the providence, and because the Israelites were not able to fulfill their responsibility with Jesus, um, heaven had to prepare a new people to send the only begotten daughter. And that's what heaven has done in human history. Heaven must be victorious. The only begotten daughter who was supposed to be born for the completion of heaven's providence must come on the foundation of the Christianity. That's why through the Christian movement that has moved to the North Korea in Pyongyang, and they brought about the independence movement in the Korean Peninsula. I was born in 1943. In 1945, Korea was liberated. But because of the Allied forces, the Korean Peninsula was split between the North and the South. All the leaders involved wanted the liberation of Korea, but the Korean Peninsula was split between the communism and democracy. However, centered on the principle of creation, heaven must give a growth period for the only begotten to grow on her own until the age that she could make a decision on her own. Until she grows to that age, heaven must protect her. And at that time, Korea, after liberation in 1945, in 1950, the Korean War began. At that time, I was living in North Korea, but heaven guided me to travel to the south. For the completion of Heavenly Parent's providence and the dream of Jesus, the second advent, the returning Messiah, should have met the only begotten daughter on the foundation of restored Christianity. He must meet the only begotten daughter, but the beginning was very difficult. That is why even until today, even now, the Christianity persecutes the Family Federation and the Unification Movement as a cult. The unthinkable is still happening. However, the only begotten daughter, through True Mother, the Foundation Day, a new era has begun. In the era of Tanilguk. Tanilguk is where perfected, blessed families with true parents live in attendance with Heavenly Parent. It's the life of heaven on earth. That is 천일국. However, the world do not understand heaven's providence or heaven's dream. And especially we're preparing for the 천일국 sanctum where we'll be attending Heavenly Parent here on earth. But it would be very good if we could attend Heavenly Parent next year on the foundation where nations have been restored. That is why even for a long time ago, I have been working, or there has been many famous gospels and worship songs in longing and in waiting for Jesus who said who will return in Christianity. They made many beautiful and moving songs with heart of the longing for Jesus. But the 천일국 era is different. It's the era of the completion of the promise. The blessed families who live in attendance of Heavenly Parent here on earth. What kind of heart of heaven should they live when we're attending Heavenly Parent in everyday life? Just like how Chungha, who's 2 years
본심이야. 이 천일국 시대는 하늘 부모님을 모시고 사는 인류 역사에 있어서 6천년 만에 처음 있게 된 흥분과 사랑과 감사와 성령을 드리는
That's why we need to express it in such a way so that we could make even more beautiful songs than Christianity has made. The contents of such songs is the essence of true parents, Heavenly Parent. If the human ancestor did not fall but reached perfection, and if they became perfected and become true parents, Heavenly Parent would have been there, and that would have been the day that the humanity will see the physical manifestation of Heavenly Parent. That is the dream of Heavenly Parent. However, even though not everything was ready and was fully restored, 1960 parents came to Earth, and after many difficult years, and 12 years after the beginnings of the 천일국 era, we are preparing for the entrance ceremony next year. And in that sense, everyone who are gathered here as blessed families who are in one heart and in filial piety and loyalty to Heavenly Parent, we have to think about or how to realize the restoration of a Heavenly Parent's realm through the restoration of Christianity and the world. All of you, the blessed families, are living in the golden era. I have said this before. past and even in the future. You are living in the era, living in the same time, and taking the same breath as the only begotten daughter. That is why this is the golden era. This will never happen before, or will never come again. All of you here must become one with me and live and create the heaven on earth and live in such a life in alignment with me. And I hope that you promise to make such heaven on earth now. Thank you. Let us give a big round of applause to True Mother for giving us such words of blessing and love. So, thank you for we received such wonderful words from True Mother, who was so clear, filled with love and blessing. Let us offer up our life so that we could give the most humble but most celebrated result up to Heavenly Parent and true parents. And next is the time.